This is Misha Leder, and it's not what you think. The Aftertaste of Resignation. I don't think I can become a really good volleyball player or play violin part in the orchestra. I don't think I'll ever be a good cook. Resignation is like a disease, slowly chipping away from our liveliness and joy until we don't even notice how uninterested and resigned we've become. It all starts with a want, with a desire. I want to play violin in an orchestra. I imagine myself playing a violin and being good at it. It feels good. I'm motivated. I practice. Then my interest changes. I get distracted. My desire subsides. Occasionally, I will remind myself that I want to play a violin in an orchestra, but now I start having a negative feeling about it. I'm no longer super excited about it. I'm more present to the amount of effort and hard work it will take, and it doesn't make me feel too excited. Then I have a thought. Maybe it's not for me. Maybe it's not important. Maybe I can't have that. It feels like a relief at the moment. I start accepting that I'm not going to make it. It's easier to live this way. If I knew I really had a good chance, I would feel responsible to realize my potential, to get what I want. But if I tell myself I can't, I don't have to worry about one more thing in my life. I can focus on things that I can do and not spread myself thin, or risk other things important to me by pursuing the orchestra dream. One day somebody brings up playing in the orchestra and I notice how I've completely given up on it. It's no longer in my realm of possibility. The resignation won, and nothing is left of my motivation or desire. Resignation brings peace. I'm not fighting conflicted desires or feeling guilty for not pursuing something important to me. The idea that this is not for me solves all my problems and allows me to be at peace with myself. Maybe I'm just a little bit bitter. Resignation is the experience of peace with an aftertaste. How do we break away from resignation? First, I want to recognize what I'm resigned about, because over time I forget what I wanted. I need to go over "it's not for me" list, one item at a time, and really question it. Is it really not for me, or I am resigned about it? Meaning I still want it on the back of my mind, but I managed to convince myself that I'm not interested. I have to be really honest with myself. And once I have the list that I'm resigned about, I need to go through a lot of mental work of imagining what it would be like to actually have what I'm resigned about. I need to allow myself to dream regardless of how impossible or unrealistic these dreams are. And these dreams will wake the desire, and then I can see if I want to do something about fulfilling these desires, or fall back into thinking that it's not for me. I'm giving myself a second chance in the areas where I would never think about the second chance. I always have a choice, to give myself a second chance at getting what I want, or to be resigned and in peace about not having it, with a bitter aftertaste.